client view of entity object lifecycle in Jakarta Enterprise Beans or EJB. Here you can see client view of client view of entity object lifecycle. This diagram illustrates a client point of view of an entity object lifecycle. The term referenced in this diagram means that the client program has a reference to through the entity object remote or local interface. The entity object does not exist until it is created. Until it is created, it has no identity. After it is created, it has identity. A client creates an entity object using entity beans home interface, whose class is implemented by the container. When a client creates an entity object, the class obtains a reference to the newly created. The client object obtains a reference to the newly created entity object. And in an environment with legacy data, entity objects may exist before the container and entity beans are deployed. In addition, an entity object may be created in the environment via a mechanism other than by invoking create method of the home interface, for example by inserting a database record. But it still may be accessed via finder methods. Also, an entity object may be deleted directly using other means than the remove operation. For example, by deletion of the database record. The direct insert and direct delete transitions in this diagram represent such a direct database manipulation. All entity objects are considered persistent object. The lifetime of an entity object is not limited by the lifetime of the Java virtual machine process in which the entity instance executes. While a crash of the Java virtual machine may result a rollback of the current transaction, it does not destroy previously created entity objects nor invalidate the references to the home and component interface held by the clients. Multiple clients can access the same entity object concurrently. Transactions are used to isolate the client work from each other. The references to the entity object remote interfaces. The client can get the reference to an existing entity object's remote interface in any of the following ways. Receive the reference as a parameter in a method call input parameter or result. Find the entity object using finder method defined in the now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.